Well, hello, my friend. My name is Terry Petrovic, and for the past 2 decades, I've been teaching, coaching, and training people how to start small businesses really all over the world. I absolutely love what I do, and what I've learned over the years is that in order to have a successful business, online or offline, it's all about developing a network. And I reached out to a friend of mine who is, in my opinion, one of the best networkers that I've ever met. And I say that because you're going to about to discover that this guy is not normal. And I say that in a very complimentary way. He just has such a big heart for helping people and reaching out to people. He, in fact, is a banker at Fidelity Bank, focused on business development. So he is out in the community every single day, serving and helping and just making a difference. His name is Tim Hunter. Tim, thanks so much for being here today, man.
Terry, thank you so much for having me, and I'm honored that you would consider me not normal and one of your friends. So it's a compliment on both sides.
There you go. There you go. Well, a lot of people, especially in these times, they're looking to grow their business, expand their business. And you and I both know a lot of that growth and business development comes from your network and your ability to mine that network. So before we jump in, I want to kind of take people behind the curtain, Tim, and kind of have you share your story on what and how you evolved into this networking guru that you are.
Yeah, Terry, again, thanks for the compliments. I don't know if I would call myself a guru, but I have spent myself as well the last couple of decades kind of working on the most effective and efficient way to have a network. Because as you mentioned, it's how you grow your business. It's one of the most efficient, effective ways to do that. But having that network serves a lot of different purposes outside of that. Number one, you are going to be a better professional if you surround yourself with good quality people inside and outside your industry that can help complement you. And number two, it's just nice to have a board of directors of a diverse group of experienced quality professionals that you know, like, and trust that you can reach out to and sort of treat as your board of directors to bounce ideas off of, to share information with, and to see what's going on out there in the marketplace that's just a little bit outside your scope. So having the right quality people, the right size network, doing it the right way just means so much to the success of you, your clients, and whoever it is that you're trying to serve.
So, how does somebody get started, Tim, if they are looking to grow their network or even start their network right now?
Well, Terry, great question. It could seem intimidating to somebody who's just starting out or somebody who's changing careers or just kind of looking at, hey, do I have the right people in my network and want to expand it? It can seem very intimidating, but I will tell you this. There are some proven, tried and true practices. And trust me, I've learned by doing all the wrong stuff and learned it the hard way. And I've learned by having some just brilliant mentors and people that I've chosen to surround myself with that could give me some tips and tricks that I could put into use right along the way. So first of all, know this. Your network is better than you think it is. If you've never taken the time to actually take stock of it, write down the folks that are in key supporting industries and otherwise that you would consider a center of influence for you, somebody you want on your board of directors, somebody you want to partner and do business with and refer business to, and perhaps if they're in a position can refer to you. Just write it down and categorize it however makes sense. You could do an Excel spreadsheet. You could just have a piece of notebook paper and a pen, whatever method works for you. But take stock of where you are with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your colleagues, people you've done business with in the past. And it's important to assess where you are now. So that's step one. I guarantee you're doing better than you think you are. So now step two, what does the finish line look like? How many people and what type of people do you need in your network to be wildly successful and to be the best professional that you can be? Is it 10 or 12, 15 people who are really core to you and you need that small, tight-knit group? Okay, now you know where you want to be. Are you in an industry that needs some volume? You got to reach a lot of people. You need 200, 500, 1,000 more. Then you know where you need to be as well. So you got where you are, you got where you want to be. Now the key is filling it in with the right type of people. And if you need to know 5 good CPAs, it's not just about going to a phone book or finding the first CPAs, 5 CPAs you can meet. You want to build the right type of person that you're going to connect with. Both of you are going to know, like, trust, respect one another. complement each other well. It may be a particular type of specialty that they need to have to help complement you. And the best thing about this is it doesn't have to be an intimidating process. As you know, Terry, the best way to build your network is organically. So once you've got this all kind of figured out and mapped out for where you are, where you want to be, and who is included in that group, the best thing I've ever done is every meeting I have with somebody, whether it's coffee or lunch, a networking event, a meeting in a client's office, a Zoom call or a telephone call are a lot more common in this day and age with COVID. Whatever it is, ask that person for help. People who are in your circle want to see you be successful, and they want to help you grow and learn. And they'd be more than happy, in my experience, to connect you with the type of people you're liking to meet. And I would be very specific, just incorporate into any meeting you have. I'm looking to meet this type of person, and who's the best person in town that you know that does that. If you say, I want to meet the best plumber that you know in the Raleigh area, I have never had somebody turn me down and say, no, thanks, I can't do that. They're always very willing and eager. And the best part about that is, number one, you're looking for people you mesh well with, and that person who's connecting you, presumably you've got a relationship there, and they're going to look for somebody who would be a good fit for you. Number two, now you're one step closer. You're not calling or knocking on the door out of the blue or sending a letter or an email or trying just a random LinkedIn introduction. You've got a connection. Me and Terry both know this person, and we're going to meet. So you're a little bit step closer, and you're more likely to meet with somebody who is going to be a good fit for you than just trying to pick somebody out based on something you think that you know about them.
Gotcha. So let's say you have that kind of person identified and you connect with them. How important is it to continue to cultivate the relationship with that person? And what does that actually look like in terms of action items, Tim?
Yeah, Terry, as you know, that is so important. I just can't stress it enough. You've got to maintain contact. It is a relationship. It's not a transaction. You can't hand somebody a business card at a Chamber of Commerce after hours event and expect them to call you or expect to have any kind of relationship with them going forward. So when you meet them, find out all about them. That meeting needs to be about that person and not about you. It can't be self-serving in any way. That way you can find out what their interests are, what their communication preferences are, what their specialty is, what their calendar and schedule and flow of work looks like. Then you can coordinate a real plan to try and develop and cultivate that relationship and to stay consistently in touch. Because all of us probably have somebody we've met at some point who may even be a great fit, but if you haven't talked to them in a while and they don't picture you when somebody says banker, then you haven't done the right job of keeping top of mind.
All right. As we wrap this up, Tim, what are some common mistakes people make, and how can they avoid them?
To me, Terry, the biggest thing is if you enter into any kind of meeting or relationship with a self-serving motive. I think it's happened to all of us, whether it was through a LinkedIn introduction of somebody you didn't really know or somebody you met. I had a networking event a few months back where the person tried to sell me, within 45 seconds of being introduced. They didn't know anything about me. We hadn't had any common ground. I didn't know anything about them. And gosh, that can be such a turnoff. So I think if you come into each interaction thinking, how can I benefit this person? What can I bring to the table? How can we partner together? If you start with that mentality, you are going to go a long way towards getting the right network of the right people.
Well, that's fantastic advice, and I certainly appreciate you sharing. If you want to learn more about Tim Hunter and what he does at Fidelity Bank, or if you have questions about networking, I'm telling you, Tim is the guy that will give your shirt off his back. He really is passionate about helping and supporting people, no matter who you are, no matter what your background is. And you never really know as we build our networks, who do you know that I need to know? And that can go 2, 3, 5, 10 levels down for sure. So Tim, thank you so much for being here today, my friend. And
always
my
enjoy
friend,
the conversation of the partnership.
You betcha, brother. You betcha. And my friend watching, hopefully you got some value out of this. If you have any questions about networking, if you have any questions about video and expanding your online footprint, feel free to reach out to me. Until next time, remember this. You have a choice. Make it a better than terrific day and a prosperous one, because you, my friend, yeah, you absolutely deserve it. Until next time, bye-bye for now.